We're going to do a quick review over the tools and materials that are used in this class. Remember, the most important thing that we need to do is learn about the safety of how to use a tool appropriately so that we all stay safe and not get hurt. Make sure you handle your tools with care. Experienced carpenters always observe the following rules. Know how to use your tools. Keep your tools clean. Keep your tools in good repair. Properly store your tools when not in use. Keep hands away from cutting edges. Keep power cords out of walkways. Take precautions against electrical shock. Wear proper protective equipment or PPE, and guard against accidental startups. Knowing how to use your tools and how to handle them is the best way to stay safe. Block plane is used to smooth the surface of a wood by removing a little bit of material at a time. It is designed to be used with one hand or two, depending on the size of the plane. These are most commonly used to take a little bit of material off the surface of a board to make sure that it fits better. Chalk box or chalk line is used to make a long straight line. You will use these to mark lines that are usually longer than what you can do with a ruler or straight edge. Basically, they have a red or blue or a colored chalk inside of them, and as you pull the string tight, you snap it in order to make a line that you can see. Chisels. Chisels are used for cutting, trimming, fitting, and shaping wood. You usually use a hammer to hit the end of the chisel to help you cut into the wood. Their ends are made of hardened steel, so they cut into the material better. Clamps. There are many style of clamps here that you can use. Two examples are C-clamps, which are shaped like a C, that are used to hold two things together, or bar clamps, which are usually longer, and you can adjust those to hold bigger pieces. Hand screw clamps are usually two pairs of wood with threaded bars between them. You can use these to help clamp non-parallel surfaces. Hammers. There's many styles of hammers. Here's an example of a claw hammer where you have a claw on the back. These are used to drive nails. The handles are usually made of plastic or wood. Nail sets. Nail sets come in different sizes. They are used to drive the nail to below the finishing surface. You use a nail set so that you can avoid hitting the head of the hammer onto the nail and making a mark on it. Combination square. Combination squares are used for measurement. Ours are 12 inches long. You can use those to make 90-degree angles and 45-degree angles, and also can be used for repeated measurements. Compasses. Compasses are used to draw circles or arcs. A framing square is an L-shaped tool that makes a right angle. They're usually 24 inches long by about 16 inches long and are used to help when you form rafters for roofs and stairs. Speed square. Speed squares have a right angle on it and also are used to find angle measurements. They're a little bit like a framing square where they also help you make rafters and squares and stairs. Straight edge. Straight edge is basically a ruler that you can use to draw straight lines and to measure with. Tape measures. Tape measures are used to find measurements. They are marked with fractions of an inch, and they usually come up to about 25-30 feet long. Protractors are used to find any angle and to mark angle measurements. Sliding T Bevels. Sliding T Bevels are used to find the measurement of an angle and to duplicate it. An adjustable wrench is a wrench that can be used to take off bolts and nuts of various sizes. Socket wrench. Socket wrenches are hand tools that are used to take off bolts and nuts. Usually they have sockets that are interchangeable that you can put onto a ratchet that will then allow you to work with various sizes of nuts and bolts. Wrenches do the same thing. They're used to loosen nuts and bolts, but allow you to come from the side where you can't necessarily reach something from the top. Wood wraps are similar to files. They are used to take away small amounts of material and to help rough form wood. Sanding blocks have sandpaper on the bottom and usually are used to help make a surface smooth and flat. Utility knives store razor blades in them. Make sure you always cut away from yourself. Always keep the blade retracted when not in use. If you're changing blades Out of a utility knife, please make sure that you store the blade properly by putting it into a sharps container. Do not put blades in trash. Belt sander. A belt sander is a sander that runs a belt on it that runs in a circle and goes really fast. It is used to take away a lot of material quickly and on flat surfaces. Circular saw is used to cut boards. It has a blade that spins that makes cuts, and you use it to cut across boards and also to rip boards like plywood. Miter saw is used to make nice clean cuts. It has the ability to adjust angles, so it's a great saw to use when you're cutting different sizes of angles. Electric drills. Electric drills can take a variety of bits that can be used to cut through and drill through various materials. You can drill through concrete, wood, and metal, all with different types of bits. Drills come in different sizes and shapes, and they also come with power, with cords and batteries. Orbital sander. Orbital sander removes material by allowing the disc to spin around in a circle, and it spins in a random direction. It is used for fine sanding. Pneumatic staple guns. Pneumatic means air, so it's a gun that runs off of compressed air. It is used to shoot staples for various materials. Pneumatic nail guns run off of air compressors. There's a variety of styles of nail guns, some for framing nails, some for finish nails, and then you also have some that do specialty type fasteners. Routers have a flat base. There's a bit that hangs down below the base that spins and allows it to cut. You use a router to trim pieces. Make sure you always hold onto a router firmly and always move the router in proper direction. Saber saw or jigsaw. The blade moves up and down. You can put various braids into a jigsaw in order to cut various materials. The jigsaw is used to cut not necessarily straight lines, but also curves. Screw guns. Screw guns are a lot like drills, but they're specifically used to drive in screws in various materials. There's a wide range of materials that we'll use that are made of wood. You have cedar, which is excellent for outdoors. Douglas fir, which is fairly strong. Oak is real hard, which is used for a lot of finish work, and it requires you to pre-drill every time that you use it. And pine is a generic wood that's used in a lot of construction. Plywood comes in sheets. It can come in various sizes of sheets and thicknesses. It's usually made by taking thin layers of wood and gluing them together. Oriented strand board, or OSB, is basically wood shavings that are glued together in various directions. Press board is taking wood fibers, almost like sawdust, and gluing them together under high pressure to make a board. There are different types of fasteners or screws. You have nails that range from real small nails like brad nails to finish nails to framing nails. They all have a different set of uses, and all are slightly different in size and shape.